around. Well, welcome back to the SSL Family Dad channel here in what was supposed to be spring and is turning out to be a week of winter again. So I'm out here trying to get a couple things done today. The goal is to get some soil mix put together for the garden and for some of these garden or green stock garden towers that I want to plant out here pretty soon. My soil mix that I usually use is about 60 or 70% compost. And then I also use some sand in my mix as well as some peat moss. But instead of going and buying sand, I have a better idea. So this is that drainage trench that I dug last year. It's been working great. We got all this dirt piled up on the opposite side of the trench, right along the property line. And this stuff is sand, basically. I mean, it's a mix of some native soils. I've got some real nice rich soil in here. You can see that black dirt there, the first about foot. And then underneath that is just sand. I'm gonna bury this drain tile under the fence line over here, right on the other side of the excavator. I'll show you that here in a minute. So I'm gonna bury that drain pipe under there. I'm gonna backfill this and make a road across it so that I can get the tractor across, or at least the excavator across, and then I can use the scoop there to scoop some sand out and then load the loader up and then take it up towards the house. And then my plan is to use this to mix it into our compost from last year. We've got a big compost pile from last year, and so I'm gonna use the tiller to mix it all together and break it up. Right now, a goat or a pig could very easily just jump down this trench and walk right through here. And so I don't want that. So we're gonna start here, and we'll bury that pipe back just a little ways, and I'll just use the excavator from this side of the fence to weigh it down with some dirt, and then we'll run it in here as long as we can. I don't know how long that pipe is, and hopefully at least get, you know, maybe 15 feet of road space built here so I can get across. Well, it's not awful. I have a feeling that's gonna all kind of wash out and block that drain pipe. So that was the last of the drain pipe that I had. So I'll have to get up and order another roll of it. If I really want to do this right, I probably extend that out and then build like a block wall or rock wall with some concrete or something in here, and really hold this dirt back. But temporarily, I think this will work out okay, and this will keep the animals from going underneath the fence here. The funny part of all this is that I don't actually think I'm going to need to get on the other side to get the sand. I think this is good enough right here. So I'm probably just going to use my tractor and scoop up all this extra sand that's on this side of my little road here, and I won't even have to really get over to the other side. But it'll be handy down the road though to be able to get the tractor over here and scoop up some of this dirt if I need to. So. Well, I would call that a success. This is kind of the final product here, and still looks a little bit rich, so it might need a little more sand in there. Man, is this stuff going to be good though. This is great soil. This is last year's composted bedding from all the animals. You see some worms in there. Bedding and manures and some kitchen scraps, but mostly manures and beddings. And it's been sitting out here for a year, just breaking down. Got a lot of weeds and other stuff grew in it, but all that stuff just gets chopped into it. And so I'll just keep working this with the tiller, and then we'll end up with some really nice soil to fill our garden towers. So let's go check those garden towers out. Let's put one together and kind of see what we're gonna need to get started with those. All right, so all that to get these green stock vertical gardens planted. These were sent to me from a company in Tennessee, and I love to try out American-made, family-owned company products. And so this is one of those things. And so we're gonna check this out and see how this all goes together and how well it will work. My plan, this is the north side of the greenhouse here. So my plan is to clean up some of this grass in here and get that out of the way. And then set up 3 of these towers right back here on the north side. And we'll get these filled with soil, and we'll do a planting in another day. But I just wanna show you guys kind of how these things work. All right, let's see what is in here. We've got a couple tiers of the grow system. I won't be using this part of it today. It has a bunch of casters and stuff like that in it, so you can move this around on a patio. Yeah, I may move it on the patio when it gets hotter this summer, but right now we don't need that. So it's pretty cool. In each of the towers it has who packed it. So Tom packed this one and put this together. That's pretty cool, and they sent us a little letter in here too, which was nice. These guys are down in Tennessee. It looks like they're all manufactured there, so that's pretty cool. And I think they're still shipping during this time. Fill with dirt. Plant each pocket with starter plants or seed. Add gray disc and top with water. Seems easy enough. Add a little peat moss. So there is one completed tower. So it's 5 tiers. It's about 5 feet tall, and then the water dish is on top. What you do is you fill the water up to the top here, and then it will drain down through the center hole and through these little holes here. So the little holes there are gonna water this top tier, and so it'll be just drips that'll drip down and kind of soak that, and then the excess will leak out the bottom into the next tier. And then you also have this center, which will fill the water down to the little water dish in between, and then that's going to drip irrigate those ones. And so system with the water on top and the way that it distributes water all the way down to the bottom, you don't get super wet stuff on the top and then dry stuff on the bottom. It allows the water to go straight down that center pipe and distribute to each tier evenly. So you always have nice evenly watered stuff. And then the extra will come out the bottom. So I put that base on. I don't have the wheels on it, but I just wanted to see the little drainage deal work here. Maybe we'll just leave a little spot like that for it to drain extra water out. Let's go ahead and get it full of water and show you how it works. So you can see the water coming into this one, soaking the soil there. So that's coming through these holes right here, and then the extra is dripping out of the bottom here into the next tier. And then there's also, you can see underneath the middle part there, there's also water coming out of the middle part and dripping down to the next tier. And then it looks like we do have a little extra. So I think this is designed, if you fill it up to here, the 5 line, that's enough water to fill the drip tray in all 5 tiers. And so that gives an equal amount of water to each tier if you do it that way. So fill it up to 5, and the extra drains down the center, fills the next one, then drains over, fills the next one. So that's the exact right amount of water to water each tier perfectly. Thanks, Reagan. Well, we certainly got a lot done today, and it's nice to have these planters, these vertical gardens all set up and ready to plant. I'm going to plant these in about a week. We've got some real cold weather this week, and seeds aren't going to germinate in here anyway. It gets real cold at night, and so next week we'll come in, we'll get these all planted up. I think there's 30 places, 30 little cells in each tower, so I have 90 little cells to plant out. So it's actually a lot of space. Vertical gardening is a huge space saver. So especially if you have small lots or just a patio or even an apartment, balcony or something like that, you could put 2 of these things on there and plant a whole lot of food in a really small amount of space. So they're really cool. I love the idea of vertical gardening. I'm going to try to line this whole north wall with vertical style gardening, and so this is kind of the beginning to that. So I think this is going to turn out really nice. These things are cool. Check them out. Green Stock, again, American company, American made product. I love to promote this kind of stuff. Family company. I'll put a link in the description to their website, and I don't know if these are available on Amazon or not, but if they are, I'll put a link in Amazon as well. But super cool little deal. I really like the watering thing. It gets each tier watered equally instead of just pouring all the water at the top and letting it, have to drain through. It uses that really cool center pipe and distribution system to get water to each tier evenly. So it's pretty cool. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. I feel like we did a lot of things in this little video. So let me know what you guys think. Hit thumbs up on the video, of course. If this is your first time to the SSL Family Dad channel, love to have you subscribe and follow along. Lots of cool stuff coming up. Lots more gardening stuff over the next month. And so love to have you tag along for that. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.